So this will be a demo for our second etch on a litho stone. So I'm right now going to use lithotine, which is similar to mineral spirits. It's a distilled solvent that has a little bit of oil in it as well. And we're going to use that fairly powerful solvent to remove the drawing from the stone completely. So right now it's taking off all of the grease material that I did the original drawing with. It's going right through that gum arabic coating that has the etch solution in it. And as I work it, you can kind of see that the image of the dog is kind of disappearing. You can still see a bit of a ghost, but you really cannot feel any change to the stone. The level of the stone feels like it's the same height. There's no relief sensation to it at all. It's a completely smooth surface. There we go, we're about done. I'm going to clean the surface with a little bit of water. And I have one sponge here for kind of dirty jobs and one for clean jobs. So now you can still sort of see the image, but all the drawing material has been removed. So our next step is to take asphaltum, which is the tar-like substance that makes that horrible smell that you smell when a new road is being paved. We're going to put a little blob of asphaltum on here, about the size of a dime, give or take, is about all you need. I'm going to use a cloth rag to sort of rub the asphaltum around. And what's basically happening here is the greasiness of the asphaltum is being attracted to where the drawing material was. So it should somewhat replicate the drawing. You don't want to put too much. That can alter the etch as well. I usually try to buff off the excess if I can. All right. Back to my dirty sponge. Get some water on there. That might even be a little bit too much, but now the excess asphaltum that isn't where the drawing material was in our original design should be removable. So now it's really starting to look more like that original drawing. Right? And then, so once I keep this wet, not soaking wet, but damp, the water should block my oil-based ink from sticking to the white areas and allow the oil-based ink to be attracted to where the asphaltum is sitting. So I'm using specifically lithographic black ink. This is our archival shop mix ink, and this is good for our roll up. And just like magic now, where that asphaltum was, the oil-based ink is attracted to that material. The water's repelling it off of the white areas, and my drawing's back. Just to be safe, I'm going to wet the stone again. So I'm going to ink it pretty thoroughly, and then we'll proceed to do the second etch. The second etch is there really just to stabilize the image. Probably for a short edition, I could probably print from it the way it is right now, but to follow the rules and to be as accurate as possible, I'm going to give it a second etch. I'm switching to my cleaner sponge now. So I don't use a ton of water, just enough to get it moist and even. And you want to ink until the image on the stone looks as close to what you did in your drawing originally as possible. I feel like I'm almost there. I want to give it one more go. All right. So now we're about ready to put on the second etch. I want the stone to dry, so I'm going to pause our video for a second, and then we'll proceed to put on the second etch.